Marion, no! Wake up!
My eyes flew open, and I found myself on the window ledge with Magnus pulling me back in. Magnus, there was a fire! Just now, it was everywhere!
Hey, slow down. You were having a nightmare. You're fine.
Oh my god.
I got you.
Magnus held me close, and I felt my heartbeat slowly coming back to normal.
It wasn't mentioned in your file that you're a sleepwalker and a potential danger to yourself.
I sometimes sleepwalked as a kid, but I haven't in years. How did you even know?
I heard you cry out for help.
Across the hall? In your room?
Yeah, you can be quite loud for such a tiny person.
Well, I'm pretty sure my door was locked.
I just kicked it open.
Wow, I guess you're a good guy to have around for emergencies.
That's why you hired me, right? I'm just really glad I got here in time.
Magnus gently stroked my cheek and looked deep into my eyes, and I felt like I was drowning in his. My heart was beating hard as I leaned in, but he suddenly drew away.
You should try to get some sleep now. Good night, Miss Marion.
And then he just left. As I went to the door to close it, I noticed the metal doorknob was completely crushed. What kind of superhuman strength had Magnus used to open my door? I thought I'd question him in the morning, but I woke up to find the doorknob completely fine. Jeez, maybe Jake was right and my overactive imagination was playing tricks on my mind. But I was sure I wasn't imagining that something between me and Magnus had changed. He was as serious as ever, but every now and then I caught him looking at me quite intensely. And a few nights later, when my parents were hosting their annual Christmas party, I stepped out of my room, and the way his gaze lingered on me for a few extra seconds made my toes tingle. How do I look, Magnus? Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot. It's not your job to have an opinion. Never mind.
You look stunning. Let's go. Your parents are waiting.
I was still feeling giddy over the compliment when I went downstairs and spotted Jake among the guests in the most hideous reindeer sweater. Are you trying to embarrass your parents, man? I know your mom's too cool to make you that ugly thing, so I guess your girlfriend gave it to you?
No, I found a kidnapped 6-year-old this week, and her mom gave it to me as a thank you present.
Oh, wow! Congratulations! And it's sweet that you're wearing it. I guess not all heroes wear capes and underwear over their clothes, huh?
No, some of us just wear itchy sweaters. You look amazing, by the way.
Okay, I'm waiting for an insult to follow.
I seem to be out of them right now. Care to dance?
As Jake pulled me close by the waist, my tummy did a funny little flip.
So, how are things going with Matthew?
It's Magnus, and yeah, he's great. Very professional. You know, last night I was sleepwalking and nearly jumped out of my window.
What?
But Magnus was by my side instantly. He's really good at his job.
Magnus was in your room? You know you shouldn't trust him completely. He's a stranger.
He was there to save me, and I'm supposed to trust my bodyguard with my life, no?
Yeah, but he's still very new. And there's something about this guy that makes me uneasy. I'm still looking into his background.
Jake, are you jealous of him?
What, me? Jealous? Of him? Why would I be jealous?
Maybe because he's devastatingly handsome and he's your ex-girlfriend's bodyguard.
I'm very secure about the way I look, and this isn't about me being hung up on us. We were terrible together, remember?
Yeah, the worst. We argued all the time.
Over the stupidest things. Do you remember we once had a fight because you kept insisting Batman's car is called Batman-mobile?
It is called Batman-mobile.
No, it's just Batmobile.
I'd love to be wrong about this.
Congratulations, you are! See this?
Okay, fine. You're right about one lame thing.
Can I have that in writing?
We both laughed. It wasn't all bad, right? I mean, when we were together.
No, I can recall some pretty good moments.
Jake pulled me in even closer, and our faces were inches apart when suddenly the music stopped and he abruptly pulled away. Oh my god, was any guy gonna kiss me? And why was I attracted to both Jake and Magnus? And why were they both giving me such mixed signals? And it only got more confusing from there. Jake started making excuses to show up all the time. At home, even at college, and I could sense Magnus wasn't really loving it.
Hey, so I was just at the farmer's market and I saw this sweet old lady selling peaches. And I hate peaches, but I remembered you love them, so I got them for you.
Suddenly, Magnus leapt forward, grabbed the box from him, and threw it in the trash.
What the heck?
Do you know that Miss Marion is only allergic to one thing in the world, and that's peaches?
It's true.
Oh, I knew there was some connection between you and Peaches. I just forgot what.
Maybe you should read her file properly.
Maybe you should just mind your business, dude.
This is literally my business, sir.
Guys, calm down. No one ate Peaches, no one nearly died. It's all good.
I am calm. It's not like I was gonna fight Magnus over this.
Good, because you wouldn't be any match for me.
Are you kidding me right now? I'm a trained police detective.
So you sit at your desk all day studying cases and eating donuts. It shows.
Oh, is that so? Well, then I challenge you to a match at my boxing club tonight.
If Miss Marion is willing to come, I'll be there.
What the heck was happening? Okay, this was too entertaining not to find out. I'm in.
Ow, ow, ow.
Why did you challenge Magnus to a fight, dummy?
Because he gets under my skin.
Well, it was stupid, 'cause he's ripped, and you're not as ripped, but you still look good.
What's his workout routine anyway?
I don't know. I've never seen him work out. Maybe he's just naturally blessed.
Maybe you should just leave.
I really had no idea when Magnus did anything. But late one night, as I was writing at my desk, I looked out the window to see Magnus walking across the backyard, and I decided to follow him. And I found him in a school football field, lifting a massive boulder for weight training like it was nothing. What on freaking earth? And then he started running laps around the field at a speed that made my head spin. He was going so fast, he was becoming a blur. I let out a gasp, and suddenly, he stopped. He looked here and there for a few seconds and then quickly left. My heart was pounding as my thoughts raced. I ran back home to confront him, and when I knocked on his door, he opened it sleepily.
Is everything okay, Miss Marion?
No, everything is not okay. Don't even act like you were sleeping right now. I saw you.
What are you talking about?
I saw you on the football field, lifting a giant rock and running at supersonic speed.
Have you been sleepwalking again? This is very dangerous.
Don't change the subject. It was you, Magnus, and I want to know who you really are. Are you even human?
Are you giving me a compliment or interrogating me? Look, I've been asleep for hours, and I don't know what you saw, but it wasn't me. It's your overactive imagination.
I hate it when people say that. I know what I saw, and I think you have superpowers.
Well, I'll admit, I do have one superpower. I can read minds.
Suddenly, Magnus was leaning in really close. Can you?
Yeah, you're thinking that I look exceptionally good right now and you know it's inappropriate, but you're wondering what it would be like if I kissed you.
You've never been more wrong about anything in your life.
Okay, so which one is it then? Do I have superpowers or not?
I guess not. I walked off to my room, feeling like I was losing my mind. It was definitely Magnus I'd seen in the field. A theory was forming in my head, and I needed to find out more to confirm it. I had midterm exams the following week, so I mostly kept to my room, avoided Magnus as much as possible, and didn't entertain Jake either. But on the weekend, there was a big college party at a dance club, and I was determined to go.
Your father isn't too enthusiastic about this. He's been cracking down on more criminal gangs lately, and he'd like you to stay out of the public eye as much as possible.
Well, can't you tell him that I'm going because I deserve some fun, and you'll protect me? That's why I have you around, right? The dance club was completely buzzing, and I was having a great time when suddenly someone pulled me away from my partner. It was Jake. What are you doing here?
Why haven't you been answering my calls?
I told you, I was busy studying.
Sure, looks like it. Look, I need to talk to you about Magnus.
Ugh, what now? Something is giving you an uneasy feeling in your stomach again?
Well, yeah.
Then either you have a crush on him or you're eating expired food. Either way, I've lost interest in this little game you're playing.
What game?
Jake, you haven't contacted me in 4 years, and I know you don't really like me. So the only explanation for you turning up all the time now is that you've got some silly ego competition going on with Magnus.
It's not like that.
Okay, so if Magnus is out of the picture, you'll still come around? Maybe ask me out?
Maybe. I might. But I really have something more important to talk about right now.
No, I just want to have fun. I was walking off when Jake grabbed my hand and then pulled me into a kiss that left me breathless.
Do I have your attention now?
But just then, Magnus was by my side, pushing Jake away.
What do you think you're doing?
It's clear that you're forcing yourself on Miss Marion, and I want you to leave.
Wait, no, that's not...
Don't tell me what to do. She's safe with me.
Aren't you a detective? It's always the ex-boyfriend who's trouble. I don't trust you.
The feeling is mutual.
Jake punched Magnus, and before I knew it, the two had broken out into a crazy fight. As a crowd gathered around them, I suddenly felt a hand clamped over my mouth, and some hooded man was dragging me away through a back entrance, and no one was even looking at me in the chaos. I tried to kick and scream, but the man's grip was too strong as he led me out into a dark alley. I felt panic rising in my chest when suddenly Magnus appeared and attacked the kidnapper. The man pushed Magnus off with a great force, sending him flying into a wall as he ran away. Magnus!
I'm fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I just got really scared.
I'm so sorry, Marion. Hey, you're bleeding.
Just then, I noticed my leg was grazed and some blood was trickling down. Magnus drew a sharp breath and his face looked paler than usual. What is it?
Nothing. Sometimes blood makes me a bit sick. I'm calling the car. We need to get you home.
Where's Jake?
Punched him into a coma, hopefully.
Magnus?
He's fine.
I want to know exactly what happened tonight. How is it that a police detective and a bodyguard I pay a lot of money to were both there at the nightclub and my daughter nearly got kidnapped?
Jake is interfering with my job, and his actions tonight put Miss Marion in great danger.
You need to fire him, sir. I've been meeting with the people who previously hired him, and what they said about him is very suspicious.
Which is what?
They all said the same thing about how great he is at his job, but it sounded fake, like they'd been hypnotized or something.
We were all looking at Jake like he was crazy.
And that's not all. A few days ago, I saw a tattoo on his wrist, which I traced back to a dangerous criminal group that escaped prison a few years ago. Show us your left wrist, Magnus.
Magnus looked at Jake silently and pulled up both sleeves, and neither had any tattoo.
What? No, I saw it. I'm certain of it.
Jake, I don't know what's going on with you, but you need to stay away from Marion. I won't have your wild theories put my daughter's life in danger. Let the bodyguard do his job.
But I'm doing my job too, and I know I'm right.
I don't remember hiring you for one. I'm getting a restraining order against you, Jake. Stay away.
Jake gave me a long look, then left angrily. Later that night, I just couldn't sleep and went up to the rooftop, only to find Magnus behind me minutes later.
Sorry, I feel extra paranoid after what happened tonight.
You know something, Magnus? Jake is wrong about many things, but he's right about one. You've been lying about who you really are, and I know who you are.
Do